You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Allendale, thank you so much for your YouTube membership requests. You are bringing back down some ASP down the rabbit hole. Thank you so much. We love the first song that you gave to us. Make sure to check it out, y'all. But the next one is the official video clip of Raise Some Hell Now.
Allendale, thank you so much for bringing ASP back down the rabbit hole. I actually love this band so much.
Yes.
And I'm so excited to get more of them coming down the rabbit hole so I can add more of them to my Spotify playlist. This is Raise Some Hell from ASP, the official video clip. I'm so excited for this gothic novel rock genre that you let us know about. They've been around since 1999. They are so cool. This is the official video clip, which I mentioned already, but they are starting off with the bass guitar, which is one of my favorites. So if you guys are as excited as we are, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
You also mentioned to us that this is from their 2021 album and that they do 3-minute to 25-minute songs. We didn't expect them to have those epics as well, so we're very excited to possibly one day see an ASP epic, but for right now, let's raise some hell now. Click!
Yes. I love this top hat.
Always so catchy.
You may ask yourself if anything we did made any sense. We are not here to ease your pain, nor will we bring deliverance. You came of your own will, so don't expect me now to make amends. I'm glad you're here in this very moment when it all ends. Without any friends, raise some hell now, raise some hell. Now it all went well somehow for so long. Raise some hell now, raise some hell now, and start to praise yourselves in this song. We'll never see the greater picture as I offer just a glance. Are you still puzzled? Is there nothing left but pure incoherence? Did you enjoy the journey nonetheless? And wasn't it intense? I'm glad you're here in this very moment when it all ends.
Listen to the song, dude.
With so many friends, raise some hell now, raise some hell now. It all went well somehow for so long. Raise some hell now, raise some hell now, and start to praise yourselves in this song. One last time.
One thing I just must say is this guy is so, like, I want to see him perform live because he always has a different costume. He has such a way to himself. This is so dark but so catchy. It's like a contrast that's like, whoa, what a juxtaposition. And that's something you were mentioning, Allendale. It's like, though this is one of their catchiest songs, it's gonna have a dark tone to it. And for me, it's like, raise some hell before you're in the grave. Have some fun before you do it.
Absolutely.
Like, because once you're in there, you're not going to have that chance to reflect and then wish you did something and have that chance to go and do it.
Absolutely, 100%. And I really also like the lyric because he had raise some hell with no friends, and then raise some hell with so many friends.
Right.
And talking about those two different moments, his voice is phenomenal.
It's so good.
And the last song we heard from ASP was in German.
Yes.
And this one is in English.
Yes.
So it's really cool that they actually sing in both depending on what their song is or what it's going to sound best in, possibly.
You're right.
Or what they're trying to put around.
Yeah.
This being, as Allendale, as you said, one of their more popular songs, being in English, I think it would have been able to be that popular, is also reaching more masses.
Yeah, I agree.
Than just being in German. But still gorgeous. His voice, oh my god, is phenomenal.
It's stunning, and that view of her in the casket, but then it's all dark around her, made it almost seem like it's maybe not being buried alive and there's something else to this.
Maybe. I definitely, as soon as I saw her in the casket, I instantly thought, honey, stop freaking out. You don't have much oxygen in there. You might have like 4 or 5 hours. Like, figure out how you can get out instead of freaking out like that.
Call someone if you got a phone.
That's just me.
All right.
One last time, one last ride. Enjoy the ride and join the other side. One more kiss to you all. I will not miss you at all. Sure, we have been falling, but was it love in which we fell? Hear the voices calling. You seem to know me very well. And all together we endured more than I could tell. Now and forever, let's raise from hell, hell, hell. Here where it all ends. Raise some hell, now raise some hell. Now it all went wrong somehow for so long. Raise some hell, now raise some hell. Now it's time to praise yourselves in this song. Raise some hell, now raise some hell. Now it all went well somehow for so long. Raise some hell, now raise some hell. Now it's time to praise yourself in this song.
Nice.
Yeah, that started giving me a whole different interpretation once they actually got out. It actually reminded me a little bit of the Saw series where
Wanna play a game?
like Jigsaw himself has cancer, so he plays these crazy games for people to like enjoy life. So like these people were so caught up in their world that they didn't even raise any hell while they were living. So they finally get that second chance, but it took them being that close to death to then appreciate the life, to then raise the hell, to actually, when you go down there, at least you're going down with your mission succeeded in that adventure of life.
Absolutely. And I love that interpretation because at first when it was just her, it's like, okay, like what's going on?
Yeah.
But then when we saw everyone
Everyone's coming
because
out.
they showed that moment where it's flash between everyone who was buried at that time.
Exactly.
And we had seen him with his giant shovel at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And so when I saw that, that's where I was like, okay, there's something different. And you had mentioned that there's something more to this just than being buried alive.
Yeah.
And I also like at one point you said maybe the casket is the phone being trapped in the phone.
Yeah.
And that's a conversation we have all the time
Yeah.
about how we're just staring at our phones and not actually paying attention to the life that's going around us, going to the NF concert and, you know, recording through our phone, but we're watching NF through the screen even though we're there live because we're recording.
Crazy, right?
So it's like everything is happening through this little tiny magic mirror, the black mirror of the world that we have today.
Yeah.
And so I like that concept of the casket as well.
Exactly.
Even though this is truly, you know, raise some hell before you can't raise any hell anymore. Enjoy your life.
Have fun.
Live life. Have fun.
Yeah.
This is even what we're telling Avery, our 13-year-old, is like, dude, you're 13. Like, you have so much of your life ahead of you. This is the time of your life.
Yeah.
Like, go hang out with friends. Have some fun. Find something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Become a master at it.
Yeah.
I don't care if you want to be passionate about video games, but be a master at it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
It's like life is competition.
It is.
It is the game of life, and you have to raise some hell in your life and be the best at who you are.
If you're not gonna go have fun, then life's toughness and like the dark side of life will enclose you in, and you'll think that will be all there is. Because those people weren't even close to death in age or anything. So like, I think it's a perfect way. And I wanted to bring this up because I just watched that movie that had the crazy ending here, and you were curious about it. There's a movie where someone gets taken, and the girl gets taken, and then this guy's trying to find his girlfriend that got taken. 10 years goes past, and then he eventually finds the kidnapper of the girl. Then he asks the guy, hey, are you going to tell me what happened to my girl? He's like, I will tell you if you go through what the girl went through.
Yes.
So then he sedates the guy, he passes out, and he wakes up in a casket.
Wow.
So that's also just like really good movie that you also check out. I'll put it down in the... I kind of ruined the ending for y'all to say, but that's also where I was thinking, like, because this guy he couldn't move on himself.
He couldn't move on because he needed to know what happened.
He needed to know, and in that darkness, he ended up, because he had to know, he then ended up being in that same position.
In the same position, in that darkness, and
so like it's really powerful, because if he would have just moved on and tried to have a better life and accept what just happened, he could have not joined, and he could have raised some hell before. But I mean, if that's where you want to be, that's where you want to be.
That's where you're gonna end
so
up.
It's just crazy, and that's the best thing about these music videos and these choices, that it always brings up so much stuff that's happening in our lives. It's like you guys know what's happening in our lives and what we need to see next. It's really cool, and it shows how much in tune you all are with us. Just music-wise as well, because we love our gothic feel, the gothic novel rock. Like, who would have thought that was gonna work? It works amazingly.
It works phenomenal. And I really like, Ellendale, what you said, because you also let us know that in this specific video, ASP had actually reached out to their fans and asked their fans to join them. Right. So those were all fans that were buried.
Cool. So I wish I had a chance.
Look how much trust that would take as well. Even though they're not like 6 feet under, but still, that's very claustrophobic, very fear-inducing. Yeah. Terrifying in all ways, but to then have the trust to be like, okay, this is a music video, we're going to be doing recordings, like there's things that we can do.
Yes.
Like, I don't know exactly how they recorded this, but I don't know, if I was in a music video and they buried me alive, I probably wouldn't complain, because that's fun. You're also having that adrenaline rush with
Absolutely, there would
and this is a very adrenaline-inducing band that they get your heart racing. They have the makeup, they have the fun.
They do.
But they're also pushing those limits by creating their own genre. Why wouldn't they push their limits on how they're filming their music videos and having fun with those types of things?
It feels like they have like a story or theme that they're always trying to push out with their albums, and I think that's really cool, and we can't wait to see more of ASP. Ellendale, we know that you got us covered on that, so if you guys want to guess what the next ASP song is, coming down in the comments below, let us know. Also, like this video if you had a good time, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. But we are now exiting the rabbit hole. Ellendale, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chronicans.
Thank you so much, Ellendale. This was phenomenal. I can't wait to see what you have coming down the rabbit hole next. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless you.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.